Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Here we are.
Good morning.
Check it out. Pat Thompson in the house. She came all the way, by the way, she came all the way from Goodyear, Arizona. She loved it so much, she said, you know what? I'm just going to move here to Huntsville. And so she's here, and it was because of this show. She told me a while ago. She said if it wasn't for this show, She said, I just don't know if I would have made it.
That's true.
Just kidding. It was your son and your family.
I know, but you were the one that started it.
Nah, we didn't start it.
What is it going to take to get your mom back? I was like, oh, boy, I think I need to go.
Pay you $500 an episode to show up and be here on the show, and there she is.
Oh, yeah. That's not true. It's good to be back in Huntsville.
Well, it's so good to have you, Pat. We're so blessed to have you. Pat Thompson here with us today as we get started. Hey, and we are here. It's Tactical Tuesday as we get rolling here on a beautiful day. It was a little foggy earlier, but I think that fog has started to lift a little bit. So it's episode 264. On the very, very last day, there will never again in the history, Pat, of the world, of the universe, there will never again be an April the 30th, 2024.
That is correct. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Oh, okay. Let's move forward. Okay.
You know, it's like I saw a sign the other day that, and I've heard this phrase many times over the years that said, yesterday is gone. Just focus on today. Don't worry about the problems of yesterday.
That's true, though.
And so that's the inspiration that we're going to start with this morning, maybe. And I understand. Look, let's go back a day, because a day on this morning yesterday, it's been a tough 48 hours, 24 hours for a lot of folks in our community. Many families are suffering this morning due to the floods that came through. You know, some areas, this area in Huntsville, 5 inches of rain, but you go a little bit north and they had nearly a foot of rain fall out of the sky. We'll be talking this morning about some ways that you can help one local family in our community they have a young 2-month-old baby, 2 children, and they completely lost everything. And so we're going to share this morning how you maybe feel a tug on your heart this morning to help folks. In our group, in our Walker County Referral Cooperative group, we have a wonderful, just beautiful couple that I know that they lost a lot too. They had over a foot of water in their house, and I know he doesn't want the recognition for it, but Ricky, your grandson, went over there and helped them out yesterday, I think until 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, yeah, he didn't get back out until 9 o'clock, but it's a disaster, folks. I just want to say one thing. Coming back to Huntsville, and I lived here before for 13 years, and I have never, ever lived through a storm like we had on Sunday.
And wasn't that crazy? We knew that there was going to be a potential of severe weather come through, but in this area especially, it's always that flooding threat.
Yes.
And, you take 5 inches of water, and with the way water flows around this area, that's a lot of water that builds up.
We needed an ark. I'm not kidding.
How was it out at y'all's place? Did y'all have anything that flooded, or was everything okay out there?
Well, we had the Thompson Lake that's automatic, through the pasture. But I got up at one time, and in the pool, the little floaties were almost floating out of the pool.
Wow. Because
it was raining so hard and pushing all that water into the pool. I've never seen lightning like that. I've never seen, and it didn't stop.
No, it was nonstop for 3-4 hours.
And it just kept up and kept up and kept up. And I'm thinking, Lord, excuse me, hello, it makes you get closer to God. It really does. Because he's the one, he's the creator and stuff. But that was scary. That was scary for me. And we didn't lose a house. We didn't lose what these people have lost in Huntsville. And they need all the help they can get at this point.
I didn't realize that just south of Madisonville in Trinity County, that made some national news. There was a rural area there just outside of town. And I don't know the latest medical update, but I believe it was a lieutenant from Conroe Police Department that was injured pretty badly there as the National Weather Service from Galveston had came up to the area, as they always do, to survey storm damage. And based on what they saw, they rated that as an EF1 tornado that came through there. Now, there was a picture that I had seen on social media of a storm chaser that had actually captured that tornado at one point before things got completely dark. And it looked like a wedge tornado. And but, that gentleman, will continue to pray for him. And I think his wife was also injured. They found her, but she was okay. But you saw the damage on that, and if you haven't, just go to Facebook and look. There was a car that was flipped upside down, a house completely moved from its from where it was sitting, and I didn't realize the severity yesterday morning. I'll be honest, like when I came in, because I just got on my road, drove out of Elkins, came here, and saw I saw some trees and some different things. but I didn't really grasp the severity of what happened, honestly, until yesterday evening when I started hearing of folks, hearing from this family in our church. And then, I felt bad because I didn't realize our two friends from our Walker County Referral Cooperative group, I didn't realize that they had damage, honestly, just because I'd missed the messages.
Yep.
And I had sent a message last night about this other family, and then you came in this morning and had mentioned, well, did you hear about so-and-so? I said, no, I didn't. And then I feel bad because I scrolled up, and that's where I saw where they had some damage too. And so, friends, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to help out and get engaged, and that's what this community does. I think that's true for any good community, though. People come together, they rally around to help people. But I'll put Huntsville up against anyone as far as the sincerity and the hospitality of folks.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and if there's something that we can do, back when I had my IT company, we had a kind of a strategic location, I guess you could say, that was easy for people to get to back where I grew up in Georgetown. And so anytime that there was any need, we would always invite the community to bring supplies by once we figured out what people need. I'm not an expert. There's people who are experts in knowing these situations and exactly what to do for people.
Right.
So once that information is relayed to us, then we go into action saying, well, how can we be involved and help? And I don't say it rudely, but unless you understand how this situation works, let the folks who deal with this on a day-to-day basis, let them let you know how to handle it and then get involved at that point. I think sometimes so many people, they say, well, I want to help out immediately, and so I want to go get clothes and do this and that, and that's all good and well.
They don't have any place to put it.
Exactly, and that's what I was getting at. And so there's already some information. I was waiting on some information from the family that I know to folks that know how to handle these situations, and they have put out they've organized what this family needs, and so we'll discuss that a little bit later this morning. And then once we get more information, we'll put it out on Hello Huntsville as well. And if we need to be a drop-off location or direct you to where these drop-offs need to be made, that'll be fine. And it's not just right here in immediate Huntsville where these needs are. There are folks just north of us in Trinity County that are really dealing with a lot. And if you know of anybody this morning that needs help, and maybe they haven't had an avenue to reach out yet, maybe they don't know that many people or don't know where to turn, please let us know, and we will help facilitate those connections to make sure that they get the assistance and the help that they need. Just like this family that I know, it was, it's heartbreaking what happened, especially with a 2-month-old baby and 2 children and losing literally even their vehicles.
Yep.
But the awesome thing is the power of people coming together, and immediately there was folks that organized help for them. They have a place to stay. Somebody provided transportation. A lady yesterday took them out to help them get new clothes already once they figured out what they needed. And so just think about those things. And again, if you're in that situation this morning, or you know of somebody who desperately needs help, maybe they're not receiving enough assistance, or maybe they just don't know how to reach out, please let us know. And again, we'll help facilitate those things where needed. A big shout out too to our OEM director, Butch Davis. We had him on yesterday morning at 7:30 or 7:45, really, I think is when we called him, or 7:35. And he gave us some updates on road closures. But again, at that point, I don't think I understood, and we understood the magnitude of everything that had happened.
I still coming here and just looking at what is down in the forest, and I just can't wrap my head around these folks that have nothing left. You lose your house, you lose your car, you lose everything around you, and all of a sudden you're in this situation, and where do you go? What do you do? And in Huntsville, this place is not like a lot of other states, because I lived in California, I lived in Arizona.
Which was your favorite, by the way? Let's be honest, California was your ultimate favorite.
Well, that's where I was born and raised, but I'm not.
Give you a hard time.
I'm not there. Hello, I know better. I got out. So anyway, and the funny thing is, a lot of the people in California are not only moving to Texas, but they're taking over Arizona. And they don't want to be in California either.
Yeah.
Just for a lot of reasons. But the atmosphere here is help. People, they get out and they do the work themselves. They don't just write a check and move on. But these people know their neighbors. in California, they don't know their neighbors. They don't even have anything to do with their neighbors. If you ask them, do you know your neighbor? No, I don't know them, you know. Arizona's a little bit better because where I lived, our community was wonderful. You know, everybody helped everybody. But Huntsville's got this love in it, you know, something you don't see in other states. They care about people, they want to help people, and they do a great job of showing their love. They really do. So.
I think a lot of it, too, is just the culture and the environment that you're in, and it's not negatively speaking on anyone else from another state, but, you know, you just get wrapped up in that hustle and bustle of go, go, go.
Yep.
And it's different. And I've experienced that firsthand. You know, moving from here all the way up north, it was a different culture that was accepted there. And down here, I'm not saying it rudely, but, you know, saying sir and ma'am, those are things that, especially here in East Texas, take a lot of weight. I mean, it carries a lot of weight in the world of respect. And as you move to other areas, those things may not carry as much respect or weight that we have here in Texas. And I'm not saying that in a negative way.
No.
It's just the culture of a community. And so I had to learn really quick, like, okay, well, this technically is kind of disrespectful, the things that we would think are respectful. And, you know, you go back to folks in California. I mean, you were on it, you know, you grew up there, you lived there, you were born there. But it's just a different culture. And we're not speaking negatively on anybody. It's just that's the atmosphere. You go to New York.
Oh, yeah.
Now, everyone always told me that, man, you stay away from the city. Everybody's or they didn't say that. They just said the New York in general, just rude people or go, go, go. I went to New York, and it was some of the friendliest people that I'd ever met. But here's the kicker. I didn't go to the city. I was in the northern part of New York in the Adirondacks in that area. And those were some great people. Perfect example in California. I went to San Diego. Some of the nicest people that I'd met. And everybody joked around because I said, you know, I've always heard about, oh, well, these people are rude. And I said, I haven't experienced that. A guy laughed at me because I went out to eat and he was from there. He goes, well, just go north about 20 miles and it'll change.
Absolutely. I get what you're saying.
But again, it's just the culture, you know, things that we perceive. And it's just people are surrounded by that influence. And I've always been a big believer that we are literally a product of the environment that we are surrounded by. And so maybe that's some more inspiration this morning. Think about the environment that you are surrounded by. Now, in some cases, we don't have control of that environment. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know, maybe if you're a young person, you're growing up in a family that's always fighting and arguing. As a child, you can't control that situation. It's tough, and that's unfortunate. But especially as you get older, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are constantly beating you up or talking negative or beating each other up? Or are you surrounding yourself with people who are encouraging you, who are uplifting you, who are inspiring you, who are saying, you know what, I know that you're sick, but you know what, tomorrow's going to be a better day. And I think sometimes we all get put into that circle of getting defeated and maybe being upset. And that's why I think it's so important that we always just hug on each other, love on each other, and say, you know what, I know the reality of the situation is this, but that doesn't have to be the circumstance. Let's change the way that we approach it and the way that we perceive it. And it is a daily challenge. Pat, you know, you understand this. It's a daily challenge of waking up each day saying, you know what, I'm going to do everything within my power that I can to help make today a great day.
Absolutely, but there's a lot of people that go, oh, my God, another fun day in paradise, blah, blah, blah. Okay? You know, where's your smile? Hello?
Bring some paradise with you, you know? So,
yeah.
And I say all this today because I know that the tragic things that have happened to many families and many people in our communities with this weather, we don't have any control over that.
Nope.
But this community is going to rally around and help those people out today that we can love on people, that we can be there for them, and that we can say, you know what, I know that you're going through maybe the toughest situation you've dealt with yet, but we're going to be here to support you and lift you up. And that's another thing too, Pat, that I really believe is give people the benefit of the doubt. That, you know what, how many times, I'm guilty of it, have you blown up at somebody that you probably shouldn't have?
Oh, gosh, we've all done that.
Everybody's done that. And so the next time, I mean, the other day, perfect example, I'm sitting there driving and some guy cuts me off, and normally I don't let that get to me. And I let it get to me. And Bridget was like, what do you, just chill out. And she was right, you know. Maybe that guy was having an emergency. I don't know. Give him the benefit of the doubt. But It's those quick knee-jerk reactions that can sometimes get us into so much trouble. But you know what? If you're going to get something to eat and the server's upset, let them know that you appreciate them.
Yeah.
And say and tell them. And I've done this, Pat. I've literally taken my hand, put on. I said, hey, I know that you're probably having a really tough day, but please know that there are people out there that appreciate what you're doing.
I try to tell people every day I appreciate them. And they look at me. I mean, I do appreciate them. You know, you go to the store, but the guy's bagging your groceries. And I do appreciate it because I was on that other end of that deal. I used to be in retail. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to put up with the public. And believe me, that is no blessing because if they come in really mad, you're the one that gets it, you know?
I want to show something a little bit later in the show, and this morning it's just Pat and I hanging out.
Yes.
So this is Pete. Do you got a nickname like Pete Tomp or, you know,
Patty is what
P Sizzle, anything like that?
Not yet.
P Money.
I wish. P Money, I'd love that.
P Money, what up?
What up, buddy?
Pat Thompson, P Money with us.
Yep.
But a little bit later, I want to show a clip of something that I came across last night. And it was a church pastor, not from this community. In fact, I don't even know where he's from, but it was a large church. I'll try to make sure that I don't accidentally let the language of this person slip onto the broadcast. But I think it's something that may stir a little bit up in all of us this morning. And it surrounds the theme of love and compassion. And I want to show that to you a little bit later. So we're going to show that. We're going to talk about how to help these families. And today is just going to be a day of reflection here on a Tactical Tuesday. So that's kind of what today is going to be and how we've got it lined up. Regardless, it's going to be a great show, and so we want to appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. I know we've already been on for 20 minutes kind of leading in, but a big thank you as always to our good friend Paul Oley. Paul, good morning. We love you, man. Paul Oley of the Gallery. For all of your custom framing, photography, and more, please go by and visit my great friend Paul Oley here at 1201 University right downtown. Also, a huge thank you to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers and online at elliotsjewelers.com. Friends, if you need anything related to jewelry, in fact, I had a young lady ask me yesterday, my intern here that helps us. She goes, does Mr. Elliott, or Mr. Herzlich, does he clean jewelry? I said, he probably does. Call him. If you have any question about jewelry whatsoever, if you're looking for new jewelry, repairing jewelry, you don't know what to do, call Elliot. He's going to take care of you. The best way to do it, go on his website, elliotsjewelers.com, set up that appointment, and he will be more than happy to speak with you and help you figure out what you need. And then also, of course, on a Tuesday, would not be able to bring you this show or bring you the inspiration or highlight people in our community, even on a day where people need help. Wouldn't be able to do it without our friends at Guardian Defense. They are your personal safety experts here in Huntsville and surrounding areas. When you're thinking firearms, when you're thinking ammo, when you're thinking personal safety, please consider our friends at Guardian Defense. They're online at guardiandefensellc.com. I know Jason, your son, was joining us earlier. He is not here today. He has got a very important appointment set up, and we're praying that they're able to take care of the medical issue that he's been dealing with for a while. And we know that they will, and that he's going to be doing good. And I'm glad you're here because you're keeping him off his feet.
Thank you.
So
he needs to be off that foot.
So, Jason, listen to your mom. Don't matter if you're 20 years old or 80 years old, and if Mama's still around, she's going to tell you what to do, right, Mom?
Amen. That's yes, I'm still his mom.
Did you ever get a switch whenever he was little? Did you ever get a switch?
He wasn't that kind of a guy.
He didn't get a switch.
No, I think maybe he got spanked once or twice, maybe, because he was the type that you could just say, "Hey," and then he'd start crying. Well, he's changed though quite a bit since he's gotten older, but he was not a child that gave you any problems ever, So, yeah, he was good in school, and you didn't have to go to parents' night and go, "Oh God, what am I going to hear this time?" I mean. He's a good kid. I have two very, very good kids.
Well, that's great. Well, we love Jason, the Thompsons, and so glad to have you hanging out with us, Pat. I love whenever you came to visit the first time. And by the way, y'all brought me a birthday balloon almost a month ago, and that thing is still floating here in the office.
I see that.
I kept that just for you.
Oh, my
as a
God.
thank you for remembering my birthday.
That was fun.
We'll have a listen at your national news, a word from our sponsors. Then we come back. I want to show a little bit of that clip from what I found yesterday. So make sure you stay locked in here on Good Morning Huntsville. Hey, friends, let us know that you're out there. Let us know how you're doing this morning. Let us know that what you're you're thankful for. I'm going to tell you what, if you're going through something this morning and you'd like us just to toss up a prayer, let us know that as well. We don't mind doing that. This platform is all about inspiring and lifting up our community and the good happening here in Huntsville. And just let us know, and we'll be here to help you out. Before we do that, I'm feeling like giving away a Cafe Texan gift card today. Our friends at Cafe Texan hook us up every month with a handful of those cards. I don't ever get to use any of them because I give them away. But today, all you got to do is text in that keyword, RUN. Boy, look at all those people run. I'm getting out of breath looking at that, Pat.
I know. I don't run.
Yeah, I don't even. I just started walking. Literally, I'm getting my 10,000 steps in every day. Third day in a row, I did it.
I'll tell you, Pops, he's got one of those things. One day he got 14,000 steps in one day.
Tell Pop to slow down.
That's what I said.
The keyword is RUN, and that is courtesy of our Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. You can text in RUN along with your name to 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. We'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Cafe Texan at the end of the show. As always, Tuesdays brought to you by Guardian Defense. They are your experts in all things personal safety. Please visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. We've got your national news, word from our sponsors, and we continue when we come back. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm John Schaefer. Former President Trump has arrived in New York City ahead of the second week of testimony in his hush money trial, which will resume on Tuesday. He faces 34 felony charges of falsifying business records to conceal hush money payments before the 2016 election. Judge Juan Merchan is anticipated to hold a second hearing on Thursday concerning Trump's alleged breach of his gag order. Cleanup efforts are underway following deadly tornadoes that swept across the U.S. heartland. According to Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management Director Annie Mack Vest, the immediate priority is ensuring the safety of tornado victims.
And so just making sure that people have what they need is the most important thing right now. The other efforts as we begin to come in and help the city managers, the elected officials, navigate what's next for them here.
Among the casualties, a 4-month-old was one of 4 people killed in Oklahoma, while another person died at a sports bar hit by a twister. The fatal tornadoes over the weekend caused extensive destruction in several towns, including Sulphur, Oklahoma, and Minden, Iowa. Speaker Mike Johnson is still facing threats of removal from some conservatives within his party. Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene stated on Sunday that Johnson's days as Speaker are numbered after he supported additional military aid for Ukraine. Greene filed a motion last month to remove Johnson, but it's uncertain if or when she'll bring the motion to a vote on the House floor. President Biden signed that $95 billion supplemental aid package into law last week, which provides assistance for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. Came after months of debate in Congress, particularly among Republicans, on whether to provide more aid for Ukraine.
A lot of the NATO countries have allowed their own industrial might to atrophy. So why are Americans subsidizing European security? We should be focused on our own problems, and that's mostly China.
That's Ohio Republican Senator J.D. Vance on Fox News Sunday. This is USA News.
The inventor and CEO of MyPillow is always looking for ways to solve everyday problems. Have you ever picked up a towel set because it felt really soft in the store, but then when you go to use it, it's not very absorbent? It's basically a towel that's leaving you out to dry. That's why MyPillow has developed the MyPillow towels. Towels that work. I know, it's mind-blowing. Towels that actually dry you. The 6-piece towel set includes 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. They come in a variety of colors, and right now you can receive a 6-piece set for only $39.98 with promo code USA. Go to MyPillow.com right now and click on the radio listener special. MyPillow products come with a 10-year warranty and they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. To receive this amazing offer on the 6-piece set of MyPillow towels, just go to MyPillow.com. Click on the radio listener special and enter promo code USA or call 800-951-8175. That's MyPillow.com. Promo code USA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Have you heard of Google, Amazon, or Wikipedia? Their founders were all Montessori students. Montessori is the only educational method developed by a doctor using the scientific method for what was best for the child. Come check out our award-winning childcare schools at Tomorrow's Promise. Did you know that 90% of brain development happens the first 5 years of life? Early childhood education is the most important time of life. Come find out what makes us different and why we are now adding a third location. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hope unites us this May the 2nd. Start with the National Day of Prayer at 11 a.m. and at noon, join a community prayer for our nation. As daylight fades, the evening of hope begins. Experience the stirring melodies of the Irwins at 6 p.m. and be moved by Mike Satterfield's empowering message.
You need help. I need help. We need help. And we need it now.
It's a day of reflection, a night of inspiration, and all are welcome. Join us for a day filled with hope at the Walker County Fairgrounds. See you there.
All right, Huntsville, back at it. Time now is 8:05, and you're 5 minutes late from work. Bring those tacos. Will that get you off the hook if you bring the breakfast tacos in the morning?
I like kolaches myself.
You're a kolachier?
Oh, yeah.
Jalapenos or just regular?
Oh, yeah. The hotter the better.
Ham and cheese or which ones?
No, just the little sausage ones. But I like the. They didn't have those in Arizona. They don't have them in California either.
What, kolaches?
Uh-uh.
Man.
No, I
See,
know.
there's the culture thing, right?
There we go.
That's exactly what Pat and I were talking about.
That's why I came back. So I can have my kolaches.
Came for the kolaches. So, well, Huntsville, welcome back at it as we continue on here on the last day of April. We want to welcome you in, getting rolling, and we've been rolling now for over half an hour. I'm here with Pat Thompson. She is Jason Thompson's wonderful mother.
Thank you.
Moved here from Goodyear, Arizona. Said, you know what? Are you a Goodyear or a Firestone? What's your choice of tire?
A Big O.
Big O tire. Is that where Goodyear tires? Is that like their main?
Yeah, that's where they started, in Goodyear.
Well,
they have this. There's a place there called the Wigwam. That used to be their headquarters.
The Wigwam.
That's a resort at this time, but it's called the Wigwam.
What are y'all doing? We're taking Betty and Earl. We're going down to the Wigwam.
To the Wigwam. We're going to play some golf and have a nice play. No.
So is that still around, the Wigwam?
Yeah. You look it up. The Wigwam Resort. That's where it started. They had their corporate office there, and
Wait, they started the tire company at a resort?
No, but it is a resort now.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, it wasn't then. And then they grew the cotton in Goodyear.
Okay.
All these pastures of cotton, and that's what they used for the tires. And so that's how it came from. I mean, that's all about Goodyear.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's Goodyear, Arizona in a nutshell. Courtesy Pat Thompson.
I wouldn't make it that, it was a major thing. But now all those fields are gone. They're all warehouses.
Well, we're going to reach out to the Goodyear CVB, the Convention Visitors Bureau. We're going to reach out to them and tell them that they owe you some money for promoting their town this morning.
You know what? It's a beautiful town. They've got wonderful people. I'm just happy I'm back in Texas, and that's all I got to say.
Well, a little bit earlier, again, welcome in. This is Pat Thompson, Jason Thompson's mother, representing Guardian Defense here this morning. Pat and I just hanging out, having some fun, talking about ways that you can help our community and highlighting the good. We wanted to mention some ways that you can help out a family here in Huntsville. Obviously, prayer is the number one thing. And you had mentioned, too, there was that farm to market road. There was a 25-foot drop that happened. And thankfully, those folks are okay. But some of them suffered some pretty
significant injuries.
Yeah. And so I know that there's probably going to be opportunities to help those as well. We do have information specifically for one family that's been provided to us. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. I wanted to get to something, though, that I saw last night. And I guess, I don't know, do you feel like as you've gotten older, and I don't say this in a negative or a rude way, but do you feel like as you've gotten older, Pat, do you feel like you're more emotional when you see something? Does things tug at your heart a little bit more now maybe than when you were younger?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I've been here for a couple of years, going on 73, but I think what happens when you get older, you realize where you've been, and you try to figure out where you're going. And in between, a lot of things do tug at your heart. You're more emotional. That's why all old people are on happy pills. Just say it.
Well, the reason I brought that up is, and I don't know for me, I think especially when I had our first child, our daughter, our little Braylon, that life just changed in a very positive, good. It gives you this whole new perspective on life. And everyone said, "Oh, when you have children, you'll." And I was like, "Nah, that is." Everybody said, "Well, until you experience it, then it happens." And I never was one to speak about children much before because I'm not a big believer that you should speak on things that you really don't know anything about. Some people like to just talk like, "Oh, well, I know,"
yeah.
Like you've never been down that road.
Really?
The better thing to do is to pull someone next to you who has been down that road and let them share their story. And I think that's why it's so important that we all tell our story. And I say this in a way as a testimony in faith that, God gives us a story for a reason. And some of our stories are very tragic and they have a lot of brokenness. But that brokenness and that tragedy that happens to you can change somebody else's life. When you have that story that's unique to you, somebody else, even though it's unique to you, there's somebody else that can relate because they've been through that before. And so you're able to share that and hopefully help people through a situation. I wanted to share this morning. And the reason I asked about getting emotional, I've noticed that I tear up all the time now. I'm in church. Our pastor, Pastor Jason Bay, does a phenomenal job. He's a very anointed pastor at First Baptist. And when he preaches, I tear up. And I was like, what's going on with me? And it started after I had my first child, and now with two, it's like double the tears.
Yes. And then as you get older, and it's going to get worse. So
you wake up in the morning, "Oh, I woke up today." Is that what
Not
it is?
quite that bad.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Thank you, Lord.
But it's true. Yeah, thank you. In all things, give thanks. I saw this yesterday. I'm going to play an excerpt of this. It's a pastor. Let me set this up. This is a large church. Again, I don't even know where it is, and hopefully we don't get flagged for copyright, but I think it's so important that we need to share this morning because I want everybody to see this. And if you're on the Spirit Radio FM app, you'll be able to hear it. I do want to give a disclaimer that there may be some vulgar language in this video. I've tried to take it to parts where it isn't. You're thinking, well, Rob, you're about to show something from a church. Why is there vulgarity? Well, this shows the heart that this pastor has for someone. To set this up, one of the members of the congregation was heading into church and saw this homeless guy and brought him to church. I want to share some of this with you, and I hope you can get the full context of this in the short amount of time, because it's a 17-minute video. I'm not going to show all 17 minutes. But watch this, and I want you to think about this morning whenever you come across people and how you can help somebody who is going through a situation. This guy, keep in mind, this gentleman is homeless. Now, the guy sitting on the stage that you see here is the guy who invited this guy to church. So listen into this.
Hey, brother. Hey, man, it's an honor. Let me hug you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Love you, man. Love you. How long has it been since you've been hugged? Has it been a long time since you've been?
Long time.
Yeah.
I was about to run in front of a truck and kill myself. But this man saved my life.
You were going to do that today?
Yes, this morning, about 3 minutes before he showed up.
Anthony, won't you just, by the way, all those people gave you that money right there. And
Thank you.
yeah. So, come here. No, man, listen, you're loved. You are so loved.
This goes by my heart. God, thank you so much.
Just want you to know, man, that God sees you.
From the bottom of my heart.
Well, you just stay right here, okay? Stay right here. Yeah, you just stand right here. And,
I'm sorry, guys, if I don't look presentable.
No. And, did you know that he was just a few minutes away? Obviously, you didn't know that he was going to kill himself.
No. He told me when we were chatting at the, I'll just call it Chick-fil-A because I think that's where we were at.
Yeah.
The abandoned building.
Yeah. Yeah, the old one. Yeah. Just I'll stay with me right here, okay?
Yeah.
Just stay with me. Can you get up here, or is it? Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
That's okay. Just stay right here. It's okay. Just stay. I'll come with you. I'll just stay right here. Yeah. There we go.
Up there.
No, just.
My fat ass.
No, it's okay.
All right, excuse my French.
That's okay. That's all right.
Excuse my French.
That's okay. Well. Oh God. So Jesus tells the story of leaving the 99. I love you, man. Leaving the 99 and going after the one. And but then he tells a story about a father who loses his son. Who makes some bad choices and ends up on Skid Row. And gets so low that he has lost everything. And finally, there's a moment where he goes, I'm going home because I got a dad. And the moment he started running home, that father saw him a long ways off and started running towards him. And he gave him a robe and a ring and sandals. And here's what we're going to do, all right? because I know a lot of you want to be a blessing. And what we're going to do is we got to help. I love you, man. Yeah. We got to help Anthony get back up on his feet. We have a responsibility.
I wanted to share that this morning, Huntsville. I know it doesn't affect our community.
We're going to take this. We're going to whatever you're doing.
Emotional.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we want to be able to begin the process.
Seeing the power of God at work.
Yeah.
And people coming together. And I want that to be a prayer and an encouragement for our community. As we're talking earlier, Pat, we see a man. I've seen him many times.
Oh, yeah.
2 men, actually, every day walk right by this studio. We don't know the situation. Some of us may, but we don't know the full details of the hurt and the pain. And just like Anthony in this video, that gentleman was invited to church by that other gentleman that was sitting on the stage. The pastor was actually in the middle of a sermon.
That's good.
Out of nowhere, in the middle of a sermon, this homeless guy starts cussing and yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say the word that comes out of a cow.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with that.
I've been there.
And this homeless guy is cussing. This pastor doesn't condemn him. And he said, "Hey, man, I need you to quit cussing." Mm. And then he hears the story. He said, you know, the other church member said, "I picked this guy up, and he's homeless." And that's when the pastor invited that man up. And then when Anthony, the homeless guy, came up, pastor invited him up, and he said, "You know, I had to correct you on the swearing. If it was just you and I wouldn't care." But he goes, "We got young ears here at the church." Mm. But the compassion that man showed as the pastor of that church, completely, his whole message went in a different direction. They embraced that man, Anthony, who was homeless. And you heard that he was literally 3 minutes from taking his life. He was planning on jumping out in front of a truck. And that church member saw him and said, "Hey, come to church with me." And this morning, Huntsville, I want to encourage, and wherever you're listening, we have, for whatever reason, we have folks all over the U.S. and literally the globe now that listen on the Spirit Radio FM app. Maybe you're in a situation this morning. Maybe you're in a situation like Anthony. First and foremost, I want you to know that there's hope and that there is a way out. Don't give up and don't take away the miracle of life, because the fact that you and all of us are breathing and talking, even in this moment, Pat, that's a miracle in itself. But the second thing is maybe you're on the opposite side, and maybe you're crossing paths with somebody like an Anthony. Think today, who is that Anthony that's in your life, or someone that maybe you don't even know him, but you know of him? And how can you embrace that person and love on them, just like this church pastor did in their church to this man, Anthony? Who is the Anthony that's in your life? And as I say that, like I said a while ago, there's 2 guys that walk by every morning at different times. And there's a lot of hurt and a lot of pain in there.
Yeah, we saw him earlier. That was like, oh my goodness. You know, I can't imagine living on the street. I really can't, but maybe I kind of can. I don't know. We're living out of boxes right now.
Yeah, from the move.
I'm just kidding. But I can't wrap myself around that. Not for me, but for the grace of God, it could be us.
Could be, yeah. Think about that this morning, friends, and don't take anything that you're surrounded by for granted.
Because after Sunday, absolutely.
It's like this. It's here today, gone tomorrow.
That's it. I mean, look at these people here in Huntsville. Look what they're going through. They've lost everything. Mm-hmm. You know? I mean, we're very fortunate to be sitting here talking about it, but those folks, I really feel sorry for them right now.
Well, we're going to take a break. I wanted to share that with you because I wanted that to kind of be a tug of the heart and a call to action this morning. And don't let that message of Anthony that you heard, don't let that go unwarranted this morning. Think about who's the Anthony in your life, or that person that crosses paths with. Maybe you've recognized someone every day. Make that chance today, make that an invitation to go embrace that person, to get to know them. One of the guys that walks by in the morning picked him up one day, took him to McDonald's and just bought him a sausage biscuit. And he told me his story. And again, I don't understand the pain because I'm not in the pain, but I understand how to address that pain. And that's with the relationship with the Lord. So I just wanted to mention that, something on my heart this morning. And I want that to kind of set up what we're going to talk about next after a break, is how you can help some folks in our community today, starting today, how you can get involved and help out a family that's in need. There's many families, but this one we do have the needs. If you know of another family or another person that has needs, send those to us, and we'll talk about them as well. We're addressing this one because we know the specific needs that they have. Let's take a quick break, friends. Let us know you're out there as we continue to uplift and inspire this morning and celebrate the good things happening here in our community. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. More to come. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Before we break, keyword run, and that's for the Tomorrow's Promise. It's the 5K color run coming up on Saturday, and this effort supports childhood literacy. Did you know that over 1,000 children in our community, 0 to 5 years old, in Walker County have the chance to get free books once a month? And that's made possible because of Tomorrow's Promise and the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Now, Dolly Parton pays for the cost of the books, but the shipping is paid for by Tomorrow's Promise. That is why they hold 2 events each year, and one of them is the 5K color run. That's why we've made the keyword run, and for your chance to text in and win a Cafe Texan gift card this morning, all you got to do is text in RUN along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Our Tuesday is brought to you by Guardian Defense. Check them out online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville on a Tuesday.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Trendsetters, join me in welcoming Abby from the Color Bar, the ultimate destination for a fresh look in 2024.
Excited to be here, Rob. We're transforming styles with the latest Bellamy extensions and vibrant colors.
Tell us about these game-changing extensions and the vibe for the new year.
With Bellamy's range and our unique color palette, everyone can find their perfect style. Think bold reds and chic pastels for 2024.
And the deals?
We're offering special financing on extensions and a complimentary conditioning with any color service in January.
Abby, how can listeners join in?
Well, that's easy. They can just visit colorbartx.com or call us at 936-439-4972. We're in Huntsville and Conroe, ready to make your year stunning.
Thanks, Abby. Folks, don't wait to reinvent yourself with the Color Bar's Bellamy magic.
All right, Huntsville, back out at 8:27. It's like an airline. You ever see that thing flying around on the internet where they joke around about an airline pilot, how they sound?
Yeah.
Houston, Texas, Ohio, and from Goodyear, Arizona, 185 degrees. So back, enjoy the flight, and have a great afternoon. This is your pilot signing off. Have a great day.
It's about how it sounds, right?
Yes, it does.
Oh, too much fun today. See what happens when Pat Thompson shows up.
Oh, Lordy.
Pete Tomp up in the house. We used to always call it we used to have a coaches show back in Central Texas with my local high school team, and we called it was a Burger Universities where they're no longer in business. Great burgers. But I'd always call it the Burger House when we come in. So
whoa.
It's kind of like when you go to, you're a Taco Beller?
Yeah, I like Taco Bell.
Oh, there you go, my friend. Get that pizza, that Mexican pizza. Are you down for that?
No.
You don't like it? What's your favorite at Taco Bell? Here, I'm going to fix this real quick, Pat. Hold on 1 second. There you go. I'm going to pull that off your head. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
There.
What's your
Okay.
favorite at Taco Bell?
Burrito Supreme.
Oh, do you like sour cream?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I like avocados. Those. Oh, man. I'll just eat them plain.
Well, it sounds like, when you go to like a fast food place like Taco Bell, this is what they sound like. Let me see if I can do this.
Welcome to Taco Bell. Going to take your order, please.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you want a Mexican pizza? Taco Bell Supreme. You also like a Dr. Pepper, please? All right. Pull around to the first window. Would you like to make $1 donation today to the Children's Hospital? All right, no problem. Pull around to the front. It's Taco Bell.
It's kind of what it sounds like, right?
They all sound like that. Go to Jack in the Crack. Jack in the Box.
Still called Jack in the Crack. We used to call it that growing up.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
Oh, that's
Doesn't
great.
change. Okay?
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, the meme that's going around, some kid that he eats his microphone while he's talking. I'm not going to put the microphone in my mouth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
So, hey, I do have an update this morning. We talked about some ways that you can help a family here in Huntsville. I had an email come in this morning. This is for the Peak family here in our community. The person organizing this, good friend of mine named Barry, has sent an email saying the response has been great so far. We've had several questions about children's ages, sizes, along with the online giving. And so here's the answers that he has so far. Now, again, this is a family of 5. The mom is in need of clothes, small and medium, shoe size 7. And again, this family lost everything. We're talking, just to give you a background on this, the Peak family lost everything in the flood night before last. Their home, their vehicles, their animals, basically everything that they owned. They had to be rescued at 2 a.m. Water was up to the windows in their mobile home. Friends, we're talking 7 feet of water in some places in their home. The folks had reached out. They did find a place for them to stay for the next few weeks, along with the use of a vehicle for 2 weeks. They did take the kids to the stores yesterday to find clothing. There's three small children. One of them is a 2-month-old baby. And so, again, a way that you can help the mom, shoe size 7, clothes small or medium. The oldest son, who is 10 years old, he wears a size 4 shoe. And the clothing size is medium youth, 10 to 12. The middle son, 3 years old, 4T is the clothing size, 4T, and his shoe size is 7 toddler. The dad, large clothes and 36 waist on the pants. So 36 waist, large size shirt, shoe size 11. The baby girl, a 2-month-old, little precious baby girl, they need diapers for 3 months. So the 3-month-old diaper, I forget what number that is. We go by the numbers. There's one, like Caden is 9 months old. He's at number 4. So I would assume
maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2.
Maybe.
Probably a 2. I mean, even if you got a 3, I'm sure they would accept that. But that is the diaper size, again, for 3-month-old. And then clothes, 3 to 6 months. You can also, if you're not able to do any of that, you can make online donations at fbchuntsville.org/give. So fbchuntsville.org/give. And at that website, there is a drop-down of different ministries that you can give to. Now, they've added the Peak family on that pull-down menu for the fund. If you could help out in any capacity for this family, that would be great. Anything that you can do. Again, if you're able to give monetarily, that will go directly to the family. It's also tax deductible as it is going through the church. But it's fbchuntsville.org/give. Let me confirm that. Just sometimes I get this. I want to make sure that is the right address. It is. So yeah, I'll put that address up there on the screen for those of you that are on the social media feeds this morning. But that is how you can help specifically the Peak family this morning. Again, 3 children, 2 of them very small, 3 years old and just a couple of months. They just had the baby, and then their boy is 10 years old. So just a way that you can help. And friends, I know that there are so many more people in our community that need help this morning. And if you would like us to get that information out, we absolutely don't mind. We're not singling out any one specific family. This is just the information that we've been provided so far. But send that to us. You can email hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Again, that is hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Let us know what those specific, just like that. That was perfect. That's exactly what we need, is to know exactly what these folks need. And we can help out in that way. If you know of somebody this morning that does not have a church home and they don't have a platform for giving, we'll be more than happy to utilize our nonprofit through Spirit Media. We're a 501c3, and we can help set up a fund. That way you're not having to pay all those fees and everything, and we don't mind at all. And we have a board. We're transparent with those funds. And so if you know of somebody this morning that has a specific need as well, and you would like to set up a fund, we can help with that also through Spirit Media. So just let us know. So those are the ways you can help out those families in need this morning. So, Pat, I did want to mention a couple of other things. Pat here with us from Guardian Defense, and it is the National Oatmeal Cookie Day today. Pat, I brought you a big old tub of 0 Degree Skittles because I know how much you love Skittles, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So these are, if Pat is not a candy lady.
No, I'm not.
Not a candy lady. If you are a candy person, these are exceptionally good, though. Rick and Kay Boning. Rick is now the owner of 0 Degree freeze-dried candy, and they will be with us tomorrow. By the way, we're going to have a live, for the very first time ever, in studio. We're going to have a folk singer in here tomorrow. Miss Amy Brobook is from Huntsville, and she is coming to town to do a concert tomorrow night. She's going to be with us in the morning singing one of her songs.
Oh, wow.
She's normally living up in Denmark. Dang. So, see, she beat you. You came from Arizona to be here. She came from Denmark.
Denmark's those countries are amazing.
Beautiful scenery, I would assume. I've never been there.
You need to get out of Huntsville for a day or two.
I'm going to Austin today.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
I've got a doctor's appointment all the way in Austin.
Okay. You're broadening your horizons.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
But it's National Oatmeal Cookie, National Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Gotta appreciate them. How about this? What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny Day.
National. My uncle, I love my uncle. He's 90 years old. He probably still watches Looney Tunes, or whatever. I remember growing up, he would always have the cartoons on. It's my uncle. And I was like, what are you watching? Oh, Bugs Bunny. So it's National Bugs Bunny Day today.
Oh, look at it. National Honesty Day.
National Honesty Day today.
Yeah.
So, whenever I said, hey, I'm so thankful you're here, Pat, I was being honest. I was being honest.
Okay. Thank you.
A couple of other days today. It's National Adopt a Shelter Pet today. Wow. National Raisin Day. Are you a raisin?
I love raisins. Yeah. Well, I'm from California. The nickname of people that are from California. They're called grape rapers.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, there you go. So you're a raisin for sure.
Yes, I am a raisin person.
National Bubble Tea. I've never had bubble tea. Have you heard of that stuff?
What is it?
Do you like tea?
No, but what is it? Is it cold?
Hot? Yeah. I think it's like bubbles. It's like those. Maybe it's like those boba. Have you ever had the yogurt or thing? And you got like the little. I don't even know what I'm talking about. We'll just forget about that.
That's fine.
National Prepare-a-thon Day. So I don't know who knows what that is.
I've never prepared, but go ahead. I've never been prepared my whole life.
I have prepared to not prepare.
That's right.
And it's also National Military Brats Day today.
Okay, fine. That's all those people that have been in the military with their parents for the rest of their whole life.
Yeah, moving around everywhere. So and that's tough. I know a lot of folks that have done that, and that's got to be tough. So those are your national days today. My favorite one, though, I do like a good oatmeal cookie.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. There's the sign.
My sister said my daughters drink it. Boba. It's called boba.
Oh, boba. I've heard of it. I never had it.
Pat, you want some boba here at the tea shop today? Boba.
Boba.
I'll start calling you Boba Pat.
Yeah.
What up, Boba Pat? How you doing?
Now you'll make me go out there and try that stuff.
Well, hey, so let's talk Guardian Defense real quick. I know you're Jason's mom, but have you gotten involved on any of the business stuff, or do you just kind of keep away from that? Has he gotten you helping with anything?
Not yet, but, sort of. I did go to a gun show. That was my first gun show I've ever been to since I've been here, yeah. That was interesting.
Did he put you to work?
No, I just walked around and I just met a lot of his friends, and I mean, it was an experience. I think everybody should go to at least one gun show. But I've learned a lot about guns since he's gotten into the business. He's even gotten me a gun, so I never thought I would be carrying a gun, but I'm not carrying it, but I got it. So just say it.
Where was that at? Where was that show at, Pat?
Conroe.
Conroe, okay.
Yep.
Is there one coming up this weekend, or do you know anything about that?
He didn't give me any details,
I don't know if they have one this weekend. I know he's been busy teaching classes. Now, he's not going to have you instructing and teaching, is he?
Well, I don't know. I think I better get boned up on these things if I'm going to teach anything. I used to be a trainer for a company, so, yeah, I could teach him.
Okay. Well, he's probably...
This is a gun. Okay, folks, let's go. That's all I know.
This is a gun. Go to my son. He'll teach you everything you need to know. Don't listen to me, and I'll see you later. Let's go get something to eat.
He's a great teacher.
He is.
And Rick
teacher.
is too. I mean, seriously, they get you involved. They keep you. It's not like you're going to snore. They keep you engaged in what you're trying to learn. And a lot of the people have made really good comments about their teaching and what they've learned. And there's a lot more to a gun than what we see on TV.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be educated, and, it's nothing to be afraid of. I think, we live in a world where people get nervous because of the things that you see and what happens, but it's important to know how to do things safely in the right way, and that's what Guardian Defense is going to do. They're going to teach you all the ins and outs and make sure that you know how to properly handle a firearm and that you're properly know how to use it. And
absolutely.
And in the unfortunate event that you do have to use it, they're going to teach you a little bit of self-defense as well.
Correct.
So, let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. We've got a winner today. He's going to be very happy because he always barks about never winning Cafe Texan gift cards. And we'll give him a call right now because he is the, I guess he hung up on me. Here we go. Let's head over there.
Hello?
Yes, who did?
I'm sorry?
Yes, it's Wilford Farrell.
Wilfred Farrell.
Hi, Wilfred Farrell.
Did you know that many parts of a pine tree are edible?
Did you know that a bear goes to the bathroom in the woods when no one's looking?
Why would anybody lick it?
sounds like Rick Boning on the phone.
You never know what you're going to get when you call me, buddy.
Yeah, well, you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get a Cafe Texan gift card. The randomizer fate has finally landed in your lap, Rick, and you get the Cafe Texan gift card today.
You know, if I wasn't driving, I'd be jumping up and down right now.
Yeah, please don't do that while you're driving.
Anyway. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Well, our friend Pat Thompson is here. You haven't met Pat yet, have you, Rick?
I can't.
I don't believe so. Pat Thompson?
Yes.
Yeah. She moved here all the way from Goodyear, Arizona. She's Jason Thompson's mom from Guardian Defense. And Rick is a customer of Guardian Defense.
Come on out.
I really am.
I'd love to beat you. Come on.
Come on.
I think you beat me or beat me?
No, I'd like to meet you. I will not beat you, I guarantee you.
Rick, come on. That's very inviting. Rick, come on out. I'd like to beat you.
Not. I don't beat people up, but I'd like to meet you.
Well, there you go. Rick, where are you heading, man?
I'm on my way to Conroe to pick up supplies for the school.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. Rick makes a weekly Tuesday visit to a couple of big warehouses. You know, he buys them out.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Wow.
And you take, what is that 18-wheeler y'all have now that you load that thing up with, Rick?
Well, it's only got 4 wheels and it's a blue van.
Oh, okay.
You know, it holds a lot.
I like to exaggerate.
I had never noticed.
By the way, my sister says with a switch. So, Pat, when you come to Guardian Defense, she's going to get you with a switch. All right, Rick?
No, that's not what I said, dude.
At least she's not going to pistol with me.
No. No. Well, if I did with my gun, you would. Mine's only like 3 inches
man. There you
long, so you're safe.
Is Jason there?
Nope, he's at a doctor's appointment.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No,
I asked him about a pistol.
Oh.
If you see him, tell him to go ahead and order it for me.
I will do that. I will do it for you.
Look, see, these calls turn into
they turn into business.
Turn into greenbacks. So there you go. Well, Rick, we'll see you tomorrow on the show, and I'll have your Cafe Texan gift card for you. How about that?
You know where I'm going after the show.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, hey, have a blessed day, Rick, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, buddy.
Good talking to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. There's Rick Boning. Going to get a special visit from Pat when he shows up over at Guardian Defense. There's a good tree branch out there. That bush over there looks pretty good, Pat.
We got plenty of trees out there. Okay.
Jamie Saucier said Rick needs a good beat down. So.
Okay, I'm not into beating people, but
there you go.
Know, I guess I didn't pronunciate correctly.
Yeah, sorry. It's just that California remnant still good. I was just kidding. That was years ago.
Yeah, this is an Arizona thing, okay? I won't beat you.
Hey, by the way, I bet you know what? You said that you had such wonderful neighbors in Arizona, too. I bet, were those folks pretty sad to see you go? I bet they were.
They cried. Honest to God, everybody in the cul-de-sac was sitting in the cul-de-sac as the truck was pulling out, and they literally were crying.
Oh, no.
I hate that. But you know what? They were wonderful people. They're wonderful people. We're still in contact. It was just, we just had a good group. Everybody helped everybody in the cul-de-sac. Everybody, Well,
I know that they miss you. You're a good lady. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because there's a car pulling up here. And we always have these, are you going to hit? 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 Because the curb is so close here.
Uh-huh.
And,
okay, they didn't hit.
Man, she almost got it.
She almost doesn't.
It's kind of like rolling dice. We have a little coffer over here that we put cash into. We kind of figure out if you're going to hit it or not. So
well, that'd be good for
man,
a fundraiser.
I think Facebook got him. Because he said Rick needs a good beat down, and Jamie said Facebook made him delete it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh goodness! Well, Pat, it's been fun. Thanks for being here with us. It's been such a privilege today to have you on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And thank you to Jason for saying, "Hey, can Mama come?" I said, "Absolutely. You bring Mama Pat in here anytime you want." So we'll have a lot of fun. Huntsville, we love you. We have a lot happening here in our community. Again, we'd love for you to help out. Please do. You can go to fbchuntsville.org/give to help the Peak family. And one final opportunity, if you know of a family today that needs help, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help spread the message. My sister, by the way, said, good to see you again, Pat. So
Thank you.
So,
good to be back.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up. We'll be tomorrow. Amy Bobrook joining us here on Good Morning Huntsville. She'll be playing a little music for us. First time ever in the studio here that we'll have a musician, so we're excited to have her with one of her folk songs that she's came out with. She'll be performing here in Huntsville tomorrow night. We'll talk more with her tomorrow. And Rick and Kay will be highlighting more about the Color Run coming up on Saturday. Friends, as I end every broadcast, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We really do need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody here in our community needs you this morning. Until tomorrow at 7:30, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you later. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you, Pat. Thank you.
Thank you.